Assalamualaikum everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about determination of unknown concentration of a sample using Oswald viscometer. So, in the previous lecture, we have discussed how to find out the viscosity of a particular substance or a compound with the help of Oswald viscometer. But now, in this experiment, we are going to determine the concentration and we are going to see how the concentration can affect the viscosity of a compound. So before we are going to start our lecture, first I request you, okay, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also press the bell icon to get the notification of all the videos which I have uploaded. Okay. So first of all, we have discussed the main aims and the objectives of this experiment. So, the main objective of this experiment is to understand the concept of biological behavior of liquid, that how the liquids are going to flow and how their properties are affected. Second thing, you have to check the effect of concentration on the viscosity, and you have to find the which unknown concentration of the substance is given to you. So these are the main objective of this experiment. Now we discuss what is the theory of this experiment and what is the viscosity concept. So viscosity is actually the measurement of resistance which occur in the flow of fluid, and how it is being deformed by shear stress and shear force. So actually viscosity is the measure of resistance in the flow of liquid, and second thing, it is also the measure of deformation of solid. So therefore it also deals with the shear stress, which is a force. So now how the resistance in the fluid occur? Due to force. Whenever the fluid is flowing, so a force exert on it and produce the resistance and move against the flow of fluid. So this is called as viscosity. So viscosity indicates the thickness and the internal friction. The internal friction which is present in the fluid or in that solid, it is called as viscosity. So viscosity of water is lower than honey. You know very well the water flows very quickly than the honey because honey has high viscosity. For some fluids, for example Newtonian fluid which obey Newton's law, has constant viscosity over a wide range of shear stress. So in the Newtonian flow fluids, whenever we are going to apply the force, their viscosity remains same. So they are very pure liquids and very useful liquids. But in the case of non-Newtonian flow, the viscosity is variable. Okay, and whenever we are going to apply the force or rate of shear, it is going to change. So now we are going to measure our viscosity. So viscosity is a measured by an instrument which is called as viscometer, and Oswald viscometer is a type of viscometer by which we are going to measure the viscosity. And this Oswald viscometer is very common and used a lot in a lot of libraries. So the apparatus here you need for this experiment is Oswald viscometer, you need epicenometer, you need stop valve, graduated cylinders, beakers, pipettes, sucker, weighing balance, and blotting paper. The chemicals required for this experiment are distilled water, acetone, standard solution, and the unknown sample whose viscosity or concentration is to determine. So now we discuss the procedure and how you will find out this viscosity. So first you have to clean all the glassware which you are using in this experiment. Second, you have to calibrate your weighing balance. You have to note the empty weight of your piezometer. Okay, you have to place this piezometer onto the weighing balance and you have to weight it. Don't add anything into the piezometer first of all. Then you have to find out the volume of piezometer by adding water into it. Okay, fill in it with water and note the weight of piezometer. So now this is the weight of water plus the weight of piezometer. So in order to determine the weight of that water, you have to add the weight of piezometer by the weight of water, and the weight of empty piezometer with the weight of a piezometer having water on in it. Okay, so calculate the density. Now you have to calculate the density of water because we have to put all these values in this formula. So first we have to find out the weight of water. We have calculated because we have to find out the density of water. Okay, So for the density, you know the formula of density, that density is equal to mass over volume. So to determine the density of water, we have to find out the mass of water. So we have find the mass of water. Now we have to put the volume of water over mass of water, and then we calculate the density. Now we have to determine the density of the standard solution, and if solution is 80%, 60%, 40%, 20%, mean you have to make up the solution 20% solution. Now how you make the 20% solution? You will take 20 gram of that compound and dissolve in the 100 gram, sorry for that, 100 gram of water, and then you will prepare the 20% solution. And the unknown sample, and clamp the viscometer vertically. Now you have to take your viscometer, and the viscometer is of U shape like that. Okay, this is the shape of U viscometer. I have also showed the diagram of it. So you have to clamp it vertically in this direction. Okay, so draw the water up to the arm above the mark A. So you have put the water into it above the mark A. Note the time as the water falls, or the this substance falls from A to B. And now after putting all of these values into this formula, you will calculate the viscosities. Now to determine the concentration of unknown sample, you have to plot the graph between the percentage concentration of the standard solution and the viscosity. So you have to take percentage concentration on the x-axis, and you have to take the viscosity on y-axis. Okay, so now we discuss the precautions for this experiment. So all the apparatus should be clean before the use. Rinse piezometer with the acetone to let it dry. So the purity of every compound is very important, because if some amount of dust is present, then you cannot find the viscosity of that compound properly. Okay, so raising the Oswald viscometer and piezometer with each sample. Calibrate the sample before use. So the last precaution is that to calibrate the wing balance before use, and the second precaution is to keep the Oswald viscometer vertically in the vertical position. You don't have to tilt it, you have to clamp it in the vertical position. So now as you can see here, this is the picture of Oswald viscometer, and you can see here it has a U-shaped structure, and it has three labels, label at A, B and C. So first you have to fill it with water, but you have to do put the water from this side, and you fill it with the water, and as you filling the water, this water will be come up to the point A. Now after this, you have to open the stopwatch, and you have to see what time the liquid takes when it moves from A to B. So you will note this time, and for the water and for the that substance which viscosity is to determine. Okay, so then you will compare the viscosities of both water and that compound. So this was the structure of Oswald viscometer. So here a table is drawn, and in this table you can see the viscosities of some substances, and every substance has different viscosity. And the one main thing which you have to notice in this graph is to the unit of viscosity, which is Cp. Okay, so you have to keep it in your mind. So the viscosity of acetone, as you can see, is 0.306. Ethyl alcohol is 1.074. Ethylene glycol is 16.1. Olive oil is 81. Castor oil is 985. Glycerol is 1200. Okay, so now we see another table. So here you can see the effect of temperature on the viscosity. So as gradually you are increasing temperature from 10 to 100, your viscosity is going to decreases. Okay, so here you can see the viscosity. First the viscosity is 1.308, then it is 1.002, then 0.89, then 0.7, 0.5, and then 0.2. So as your temperature is going to increase, actually the substance is became to less viscous. So now we discuss the calculations for this experiment. So first you have to perform this experiment on the room temperature, because you can see the temperature has great effect on your viscosity, so you have to keep your temperature fixed. Okay, then you have to note the volume of empty piezometer. You place this piezometer and then you will find the volume of it, then you weight it. Okay, the weight will become out this. Then after it, actually, one thing is going to mention, because in every lab the piezometer has some different weight in it. Okay, so you will not have to worried about it. The weight of piezometer which would come in your lab, you will write up it. Okay, so the weight of piezometer and then water, because you are add up water in your piezometer, now you are going to weight it. So it weight is this. Now you have to find out the weight of this water, not the piezometer. Now what you will have to do, you will minus this value with this value to find out the weight of substance. So now you are going to subtract them, and the final answer coming out to be is this. Now you have to find out the mass or weight of your water. Now you have to find density. For density you will divide the mass by the volume. So mass of this centimeter is 59.27. So you put this, and you have to put the volume, and after putting the volume you will get the density, and always the density of water is 1. Okay, now the flow time of water is 5 seconds. Now how you calculate this flow time? As this, you will put the water in your Oswald viscometer, and then you will see what time the water takes when it moves from point A to point B, as I mentioned in the first video. Now we are going to determine the viscosity of that unknown compound. So first you have to weight at this unknown compound which come out this, and after weighing this you have to find out minus the value of weight of empty centimeter, because this weight of compound is composed of weight of empty centimeter. So you have to minus this value, and the final the mass of unknown compound would come out to be this value. Now you have to find out the flow time for this unknown compound. So what you will do, you will prepare the solution for this unknown compound. The solution could be 20%, 40%, and 80%. So after preparing that solution, you have to put it in the viscometer, and you have to note the time flow of this solution from point A to B. So the time would come out to be 3.57. So viscosity of unknown, now you have to put all these values on in this formula. So the time taken by the substance is this. Now and you have to put the density of your substance which you can find, and you have to write up the time taken by your water, and you have to write up the density of your water. So after writing all of these values, you have to multiply them, and after that you will get the viscosity of that unknown compound, which is 0.9. Okay, so now again a table is given to us. So in this we having a sample of 10% ethanol, 20% ethanol, 30%, and 100%, and the unknown compound. So now you weight of piconometer is written here. Okay, and after that you weight the sample which is given to you, and by subtracting them, and then you will find out the density by dividing mass with the volume. So volume always remains same, which is 25, and the mass changes for the every compound. Then you have to find out the flow time of that compound, and at the last you will find out the density which is taken by all of these compounds. So and at the last you will take the unknown compound, and you find the density of it, and then you will compare the viscosity of that these compounds. So in this video we see that the viscosity of 100% ethanol and the viscosity of unknown compound is equal. So it's mean the unknown compound which is given to you was actually 100% solution of ethanol. At the last you will write up the results for this experiment, that the viscosity of unknown compound is 0.9110 cp, and it also viscosity of 100% ethanol. So the unknown compound is 100% ethanol. So this was the today's experiment. I hope that you will understand this concept. If you have some question, then write up in the comment section. I will answer to you. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, then go press the subscribe button, press the bell icon also to get the notification of all the videos which I have uploaded. Thank you very much for watching this video. Allah Hafiz.